You'll see what's gonna happen here. Slice gonna be a little bit of a pickle here. I have fast. I need to use fast. Might as well speed this up a little bit. Alright, so if I grab this hook and chain these jumps again, something a little bit interesting can happen. And hopefully I can get a good shot of it with the camera. Slice arm is going for the hook.
Oh, that's his arm.
Yeah, it's pretty stretched right now.
Is this on Nintendo Switch?
Yes. And it gets better.
Oh. Oh.
He's stuck inside the rock right now. If I jump, he'll just go back, but you got a good arm stretch there. Getting ready for various Nintendo Switch games. Alright, so for the final act here, you all remember that level where we were Carmelita shooting down the fire slugs for Sly? We can do this on foot. Just need the dive power up here. There we go. So mashing dive going in here skips the trigger for the cutscene, and Carmelita is really angry about that. She's not too excited. Poor Carmelita. We can actually beat the level because the accepted like the trigger for beating the level isn't there, but we can get to the end. That jump is really hard. I got it. Nice. And yeah, so like all the events of this level, like none of it has spawned. Like there are no fire slugs. You can still explore it on foot, and all you need to do is smash the fire. You can break these yourself. Don't need Carmelita. You can also like just go around them. So.
Sly Cooper from THNCS, and we do have a couple donations, and then we'll have an interview with some of the runners of Kirby Superstar. We have a $300 donation from Worthy D35. I lost my father-in-law this past year to cancer and wanted to donate in his memory. I never knew about the animals when I played Super Metroid as a kid, so I have no guilt in letting them blow up the planet. Kill the animals.
It is an honor to serve you.
We have a $25 donation. I'm super pumped for this PlayStation block, especially this amazing Sly run. My husband got me this game so long ago. It's very dear to my heart. 13 years later, we're watching our first debut at work and at home, so productivity has been halted slightly. Kudos to all of the runners, announcers, and staff for this great week of gaming, all for a good cause. And now I believe we're ready
emulator and spend a lot of time playing on emulator before switching back to console. The way it handles lag really poorly. versus how the actual game is. So I made a conscious effort to split my time between emulator and console.
Got it. So DP, when you were here, what were you like getting ready for? Have you been playing a lot, or?
Yeah, so the two of us have done quite a few races this week. We just pretty much do like full game playthroughs to make sure everything's fine. You can go back and improve on anything that went super badly in the middle of it. But since there's no way to like use save states on console like a bunch of other games, pretty much just have to grind it out.
Cool.
Long sessions.
Yeah, definitely. So can you talk to me a little bit about what goes into what we'll be seeing for this game, as far as like some of the kind of the different elements of what we're going to see out of a race from 4 highly skilled players. So DP, you want to?
Yeah, so this is going to be a 100% run. So Kirby Superstar is comprised of a bunch of different little games that make it up, and there's a bunch of powers in them. There's a lot of movement-based powers, and then there's some even crazier stuff at the end, like the plasma ability, which you'll see is quite physically taxing on the controller.
Watching all 4 of us do it at the same time is going to be a treat for sure.
Yeah.
I hope you guys got your GIF softwares ready.
All right, cool. So when you guys are, I guess you've been in GDQs before doing Kirby Superstar, right? So Countdown did this in 2014, you did it in 2015. So can you talk to me a little bit about what you guys want to show out there today versus what you've done in the past? Countdown, you want to take it?
Well, I think I've got about 10 minutes of time that can come off of my last GDQ appearance at this game. So there's a lot, mainly not dying and not dying. But really, actually, it's just be comfortable in the moment.
Cool. How about you?
It's pretty much the same stuff as before. I just want to, there's some very vital tricks to get certain powers throughout the runs. A few of those, it'd be nice to get those soon and not lose a bunch of time.
Got it. Cool. So you guys are racing, the both of you, and then we're also joined by ZZZ Honky and Suzuri Bako. So due to an effort from a marathon called the JRTA Marathon, we were able to raise funds to get these guys to come here. So it's really cool that we're having 2 representatives of the United States and then 2 representatives of Japan playing. So can you just talk to me a little bit about what it's like to have 2 Japanese community members come over and compete with you guys?
It's pretty crazy because they're both like legends of Kirby games. ZZZ Honky currently has the world record in the game. He's very dedicated. He loves Kirby. So I know he
loves Kirby.
He really wants to win. I mean, it's just great to play against international competition.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think I played like 6 months longer than you have, and they both kind of came out of nowhere. I hadn't really been in touch with many Nico runners, but once they started appearing on Twitter and with the help of Ox was kind of bridging the gap there, you know, it was nice to find that I wasn't alone, or you know, Josh and I weren't alone.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right, I think we're going to take some questions from Twitter, so let's load one up. The first one is, which category do you prefer, 100% or any percent? So you guys are running 100% today, and they're fairly different categories. Can you talk a little bit about which one you like more? Countdown, take it away.
I like 100% a lot more. There's just so much more to show off. Any percent is, it has its merits, and it shows a lot of cool stuff off with Jet, the Jet power. But I think 100% has all of that with Jet, and then Wing, Wheel, Plasma. You get to see some suplex, some yo-yo.
Cool.
And not only that, but you get to see all of the cool rooms that there's so many rooms and areas that you would just go straight past in any percent.
Got it.
So you just get to show off more of the game, and I love it. So
Cool. Cool. All right, we'll take a next question. Which will be, one second. Favorite copy ability. DP, take it away.
I'm a big fan of Suplex.
Suplex.
for me, has got to be Ninja, which you will see in the run. You see actually both of them. They've had about 5 seconds of fame each.
See suplex in the entire room of the run.
Oh,
Keep
man.
an eye out.
Cool. All right, so I've got 2 quick questions before we leave today. So how many mixed attempts is it going to take at the beginning of Dynablade for each of you?
Oh, come on.
Let's do it.
One.
One.
Absolutely.
First try.
First try.
Watch out for it. First try from both of
First
them.
try.
And then one last question from me. USA versus Japan. Who's taking it today? All right.
actually a very nice guy and sadly has cancer. Let's call the Dark Souls 3 character Robbie Robbie. Thanks for a great event to all involved in the JVDQ. Good luck, Robbie, and greetings from Denmark. $20 from Rabsy. Thanks to everyone behind the camera for a great job. Much love from Sweden. Kalando39 donates $75 to One Day Stomp Out Cancer. Let's get
It is an honor a while back, and I actually kept it on my memory card for if this ever came to be a run for a marathon. And that is this lovely file right here. In the middle of one of my no major skips runs, actually, I accidentally got this, and I ended up with a negative 2 billion% run that thinks it's from the future. It's from 2054. So.
Sick overflow.
I have no idea how that happened, but it happened.
Talking to you, but since we turn hits off, it makes the game a lot faster, a lot less tutorial-ish.
Blessings to you.
As well as the reason why we didn't start a new game save file one reason is that there's a 6-minute cutscene, so we wouldn't want to watch that every time we restart a run. That's kind of ridiculous. So there's a consistent timing method in which we go start new game save. We save the game before coming out of the portal, and then what we do is load from either Sandover or some other save file, load into Geyser and take the memory card out when the screen goes black, so that everybody has the same timing before you come out of the portal, so that the gameplay is so we have all the gameplay.
Yeah, for now it's just going to be finishing up Geyser and then a cutscene, so now would be fine for donations.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we have a $5 donation from Cathal. Hey, Headstrong, Cathal here. Do you remember those dared bonk challenges I mentioned a couple weeks ago in your channel?
Oh, God.
Guess what? Let's do it. For every unintentional bonk, I will donate $5. For every intentional bonk, $1. Or bonk. Or buck. Oh my gosh. You get a bonk free, which you don't. I will donate $75. By the way, good luck with Paw and Robin. And a $75 donation from RPM. Took the day off so I could watch the PlayStation block, and I had to get a donation in before one of my favorite games, Jak and Daxter. Good luck to all the runners, putting this towards that genocide boss in Undertale.
Alright, so in the game, and a lot of the movement throughout this place is just chaining together roll jumps and punches. But the main goal here is to just collect 20 power cells as quickly as we can. and cross Fire Canyon. To do that, we're also going to be collecting 120 precursor orbs along the way to buy a power cell before Fire Canyon. And we'll also be picking up scout flies in the levels. There's 7 in each area, and collecting all 7 rewards you with a power cell. And since we'll be traveling around pretty much all of the area in the levels we go to, it's just basically a free power cell that we can just pick up.
Okay, so we passed Fisherman. The reason is because Misty usually has a lot of the faster cells, but catching fish is super long. Also, it's just RNG. So this is substitution would be that we go to either Sentinel Beach or we just go to Sentinel Beach.
So you'll see Headstrong picking up a bunch of blue stuff, and that's blue eco. What it does, it acts as a magnet to bring orbs and scout flies straight to Jack instead of having to actually go right there. And it also increases Jack's movement speed and jump distance, which is
And right about here, Headstrong will be doing a boost into the water with the eco. And you can also do water hops right here, as you can see, is the fastest way to travel through water with blue eco. The other fastest way, if you don't have any blue eco, what you can do is sort of toggle or move up on the inputs over and over and bring it back to neutral. And that's the second way to do swimming. Going down the temple, land boss, and also blue eco vent, which will help with all the blue eco vents in the game. So that how blue eco is so much faster. It'll be up right here. There's also a skip with Plant Boss. It's called Bite Skip, and there's 2 ways you can do it. Headstrong does the fastest way possible, which saves a second over Bite Skip. Bite Skip saves 6 seconds, I believe. So we'll see if he gets fast or semi-fast. And got the fast one. That's really good. Let's see. Jazz, you want to talk about the little skips here?
Yeah, so you'll see Headstrong intentionally taking damage throughout the fight. And the reason is to set up a death warp, because after this fight, we're going to get out of temple and then get one more cell, and then the death warp will put us back right at the front of jungle, so we can just go and do another warp after that, which is just turning the camera around so it thinks you're in Sentinel. Yeah. So the game thinks you're in, not Sentinel, but Sandover Village. And then you can see it load the game, and it'll put you back in the default spawn point. fly.
It is an
and
honor
then
to serve you.
we're gonna go push this egg off of a cliff along this. It's to free a bird called Flut Flut that you can ride. We won't be doing that in this run. We're not going to see Flut Flut at all, besides this. But even though there's a 30-second cutscene in front of this cell, it's still faster than anything else that we could go.
Going to be destroyed. Donation goes to Headstrong's choice.
Headstrong's at like god pace right now. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, so the rest of this is just cleaning up Sandover Village, like talking to Oracle and spending 120 ults that we have. Also, after this cutscene, you're going to see something called a little bit of movement in this game called a boost extended uppercut. Is whenever you get on a ledge in the game, like stand off, it like slide a bit.
skip is coming up right about here. This skip sucks. If you thought
Yeah.
the last skip was hard, the skip is terrible. Piggle, Bloppy, and I a little bit. What you do is you gotta ledge grab corner, like basically frame perfect ledge grab. There's another way to do this. We'll talk about that if we need to. You want to talk about the technicalities of this?
Ledge grab a ledge over there that we're about to get to. That you want to ledge grab it on the same frame that you would die on the death plane. And
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was safe.
Alright, so right over here, that's what I'm doing. Because it doesn't matter at this point. Hub 3, we just did Hub 2 skip. What's coming up next, we won't be going into any of the spider caves, snowy, nothing like that. This is LTS.
Yeah. You can also go too fast in Mountain Pass. If you just get all the blue eco and go as fast as you can actually... That was close.
Really sketch.
You can actually get to the end and the game will kill you anyway because it, I guess, yeah, you just go too fast. So there's points like right here where Headstrong will intentionally slow down to make sure he doesn't go too fast and die.
I don't know. Blame Andy Gavin. Here comes a big one. All right. Fisherman reference. Okay, something really shit's coming up. I don't know if you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to describe. Well, we're going on our way to Lava Tube. And getting some big skips. Maybe a little... Oh, there's a bonk. That was unintentional, though.
Alright, so coming up
Yeah.
here is a trick called Rocket Uppercut. So my goal is going to be to uppercut into this plank at the exact same moment that I bonk on it. And doing so... Oh, nice. So this happens sometimes here, actually.
Don't get done.
Oh my god. The game likes to lag out here a lot, so that can't be. So the goal here is to
It is an honor
really
to
close to
serve you.
lava, so it's very, very upsetting. Okay.
Yo, nice. That's
insane.
No way. First T colossal, first T scout fly boosted. That's like. All right, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We still have to wait 8.5 seconds. These are.
Good day.
So what just happened there is by pausing at the same time as Jack doing his idle animation, the game kind of freaked out and it despawned Volcanic Crater. And by doing so, it didn't really know where to send me to, so it knew that I had the lava tube like as a checkpoint. So it tried to default me into a checkpoint in lava tube. And since that very specific spot is closer to the second checkpoint than the first checkpoint, it's why it brings me to that one rather than to the first one, allowing us to bypass needing the 72 power cells required for accessing this area. Now we just gotta finish clearing out
Blessings to you.
And you'll skip the cutscene. Punch off the edge after. This is found kind of one frame tricks. Get to first tee.
First tee.
What is this?
Oh yeah, dude.
What? And now there's 3 of them that you can do. Each one saves 3 seconds, except the last one, which saves 6. Oh god. What are you doing? Last one saves 6, so if he gets a 6 second time save, then I'd be really sick. If he gets all 3, it's over. My PB is like something, and I don't know. All 3 of us make up like half the community that makes up LTS. Also roar skip.
Yeah.
All I do is jump.
There's 2 cutscenes where the boss roars, and you can just, they can't play when you're in the air, so you can just kind of jump through them, and they never happen.
Saves frames.
Yeah.
Milliframes. 35 seconds from Daxter. Cutscene. And that's the end of the game.
Yeah, so right when we touch the Lightica, we'll be timed. Be in like 30 seconds-ish from here.
With all the luck that you've gotten so far, you'll probably get God spawn, so it's like, what is it? Oh my god. Yeah. Sorry, 25. It's gonna be 25. Oh, that's good. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Time.
Time. Tied Zoe.
Oh, Zoe. Hey! Zoe does LTS too. It's really good.
Yeah.
Good job. That was sick.
Now they're doing their lovely little dance for victory here. Yeah, that is Jack and Daxter, everybody.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed.
Jack skip.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. PlayStation Nation.
Yeah.
Well, that was Jack and Daxter in 25 minutes. And let me just say, we got a $1,000 donation from Dare. Had to donate during Jack and Daxter. Can I get a single clap for a great game? $110 donation from Crazy Fish. My 8-year-old daughter is watching her first GDQ marathon with me and she's been loving it. We wanted to make a donation together, so she's putting $10 towards saving the animals. She's been towards killing the animals, so put $100 towards saving the frames instead. This is for you, Caitlin. Love, Dad. We have $15 from Brandon. Long-time watcher, first-time donator. Had to donate during my favorite childhood game. I introduced it to my girlfriend and it took her around 1 hour to collect the power cell. Hope you're a little bit faster, Headstrong. Good luck with the run. You know, in case you blinked and missed it, Headstrong was the fastest. $25 from Davin236. I really enjoy watching one of my favorite childhood games getting played at AGDQ. Thanks to the runners, everybody else behind the scenes for hosting this great event. A $70 donation from Cathal. As promised, here are the stats from the box. 2 unintentional ones. Or unintentional ones, 2. Intentional ones, including Plant Monster, 50. So let's round it up. Here are $70 for charity and you wrecked that game again. $75 from Rachel, donating for my favorite games, Jack and Daxter. Love seeing all the exploits. Keep up the great work. $10 from Therese. Thank you, AGDQ, for putting on an amazing marathon all week long. Here's my small contribution towards shattering last year's record. $10 from Villiish. So glad I could get today off work to watch my favorite streamer run one of my favorite games. Best of luck with the run, and of course you're giving me hair envy like always. Also, this is going towards saving the animals. $10 from Underwear Trader. Hey Headstrong, congrats on making it to GDQ and good luck on the run. Oh. We have $75 from Alakazam, 75, or 3,000 rather. Been watching GDQ since about AGDQ 2015 and I absolutely love them. Such amazing runners, runs, races, announcers, and people behind the scenes. Shout out to Silversaurus TV and Lord Extreme to alleviate my boredom with $250 from Maine. Thank you to everyone involved for putting on another great Games Done Quick event. Please put the money to the counter's choice. $200 from Flavor Gold. Third time watching, first time donating. And I had to donate during the game that shaped my childhood. Good luck to the runner and kill those animals. $10 from an anonymous donor. This year I don't have time to watch much of the stream, but when I have some time I just turn this stream on and relax. Good luck on the runs. Love you guys. $20 from Screwy Louie. My mom wouldn't be here today if we didn't have the means to treat cancer. This is the least I could do to contribute to such a great cause. We gotta save the flames, kill the animals. $50 from an anonymous donor. Love what you guys are doing for the fight against cancer. I work at a lab at one of the leading cancer treatment hospitals in the world, and I'm glad to have such a source of emergency. $50 to kill cancer and save the animals. Also $20
Good day.
to announce his choice. This donates $20 and simply says, I can have half one free? $25 from TvT's. Love the Legend of Zelda since I played Ocarina of Time and still love it to this day. So had to say that with this file name. Also, great job this year at HBQ. Which reminds me, coming up soon, I think tonight even is the Finish Cap, and there is a file name choice bid for that. So donate towards that if that's what you're feeling. $10 from Demi Mac. I lost my grandma to cancer a few years ago. Thank you everyone for supporting such a great cause. Also, players want to throw their lock levels up. $25 from PS2 block. Absolutely insane. Real fast. Sad to know. Had to donate around the time for the Ratchet Clank section because I had to see my series out today. Same note that $5 from Barbecue. Jack 45 from Life as Foretold. I'm not making this up. Thanks to all the runners and organizers for putting on this awesome event. I haven't missed one since my best friend told me about it 2 years ago. Gotta go fast. Brandon B donates $25. Greetings from Canada. Been watching AGDQ since 2014. First time donating. Loving the PlayStation block. All of these games bring back such great memories. Thanks to all those involved in this amazing event. Money goes to the Mario Lost Levels 2 players 1 controller incentive. $10 from What a James. Had to donate again during my favorite game series. Oh, I'm late. Good luck, Mithil. You can slash it. Have fun, and as always, Rack Attack. Stefan, sorry, I was interrupted. Stefan donates $150. Destroy Dark Souls, my nemesis. I want to see it broken. And I believe we're actually very close to hitting the Dark Souls 3 incentive. It looks like we only need about $4,600 more, so get those donations in if you want to see the game broken. A $5 anonymous donation. Great to see the gaming community come together for a good cause. Keep up the good work, guys. Sent all the way from Northern Ireland. $50 from SB191. Hey GDQ, I've been watching and donating since 2014. Let's keep this event going for a long time. The money goes to Super Mario 2 players 1 controller. Greetings from the Netherlands. $25 from CRegan16. This is my first time watching live. I just wanted to say good luck to my boy Zem and also kill the animals. $50 from Blay007. I've been waiting for this since AGDQ schedule was first shown. Ratchet & Clank is my all-time favorite franchise, and Going Commando is one of my favorites in the series. Thanks for putting on such a great event, and good luck to all the rest of the runners. Save the galaxy, kill the protopets. And with that, we're actually going to go over to our race between Zem and Schizo7 in Ratchet & Clank Going Commando.
Okay.
Oh, hey, hi, how's it going?
All right, welcome. Off the bat, frame perfect trick. All right.
Oh, yeah, we got to set up our files. Oh, hi. Oh.
Yeah, welcome
Hi.
everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh.
Welcome. This is going to be fun.
All right, well, I'm warmed up. How do you feel, Zem?
I mean, I'm as ready as I'll ever be, I guess. I don't know.
All right, well, whenever you're ready.
Oh, sorry.
What, so you're just going somewhere else now? She's getting the extra reps in?
Sorry. I have to make sure I dirty practice as much as possible.
All right, we'll clean it.
Okay. All right. We're doing this?
Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1, go.
Team skits! Team skits! All right, right off the bat, check out the loads.
Oh, yeah. All right, same load.
And the only reason we cared about that is because the loads are super inconsistent in this game. Literally, when we, as you can see, I got a long load there, so Zem's already off to the races while Team Skits is lagging right in from the get-go.
Yeah, Zem used to handicap anyway, so
So, can we do a quick roll call? Sure. So, I'll go first. I am Zem, a.k.a. the Rack Daddy. I play this game sometimes. Skits.
I am Skits, also known as Krusty Gasoline Partner.
Couch?
yeah, I'm low. I am the pound for pound best. All for one runner in the world right now.
Can you introduce the people near you who aren't Mike?
Bongo. We have Bongo, the best dude I ever met this AGDQ.
Oh.
And like one too.
Quippy, I guess what game is that something? About that Discord?
He runs some stuff.
Yeah.
He's firm. He's kind of here right now.
Yeah. And then we have Jay Hobbs over here. He runs Ouya, really hunts for it from time to time. And in general is just a pretty chill dude. So, oh crap. So, okay, a question you guys might be having is, right off the bat, what is no IMG? So, the difference between no IMG and regular NG Plus is that there's a glitch called the Insomniac Museum glitch. What you do with the Insomniac Museum glitch, you start the game and then you go into the specials menu in the pause section and you just go to the Insomniac Museum. And regardless of where you went to the Insomniac Museum from, when you leave the Insomniac Museum, you go straight to Bolden, which is 2/3 of the way through the game. So you literally just skip 2/3 of the category in a New Game Plus run. So that's why no IMG is wholesomely less memey and a much more enjoyable experience.
Right, it shows off the whole run. Like there's so much like cool movement tech in this whole game. And even though it uses first-person glitch a lot, which can be a little, shaky, touch and go, just you get to enjoy a lot of the game and a lot of its advanced movement tech. Very similar to Sam was talking about just recently.
So there are a couple things I got to explain. First thing I'll explain since I'm already here. There are ship fights in this Ratchet and Clank game, and they're really stupid. They're not RNG at all. It's just a matter of knowing where the ships spawn, but the patterns change from time to time. So it can be kind of a pain to find these guys. I think this guy should be down here. There we go. And I'm about to do a trick here. All right, I got it. There's about a half-second window there, maybe like a quarter second. If you fire a mine while the next wave is loading, you can fire, you hit it before the wave actually spawns and all the enemies just die. It's pretty cool.
Nice floor drop.
Nice, that's pretty good. And so another thing, you guys might have noticed we're just kind of ascending up walls, and we never really touched on why. Again, this game is just really strange. It's the only Ratchet & Clank where if you go into first person, you double jump and just start hitting the square button to throw the wrench, and you just climb walls. Like it's that simple. You can, if any of you have a copy of Rack 2, any of you can just go try this right now. Go into first person, just double jump, and then just start swinging the wrench. You'll just start climbing up stuff.
Right, and for anyone watching at home that might be interested in running this game, we want to disclose that you definitely want Black Label PS2 copy of this game.
Oh, yeah.
Greatest Hits patches a glitch that will show off at the second half of this planet Maxar here, where you cancel your charge in midair with your wrench, and then you can store that momentum and clear giant gaps with that momentum stored coming out of the wrench cancel.
So this is a really boring arena fight, but we have to do it. So Cake, if you want to read some donations, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, we'll start off with a $10 donation from Sonic Abyss. Good luck to Zem and Skins. Zem, don't forget to execute those hot craft straps in this run. Love you both. Hashtag Team Kirby. $10 from Lincoln Scamito. Hey Zem, hey Skins. Glad to see you back at TvT's with a proper Ratchet and Clank shenanigans and PlayStation Plus with a code. I'd really love more PlayStation games in future TvT's. By the way, Zem, there's no trifecta, only quadfecta. Earfolds donates $20. Howdy AGDQ, best of luck goes to Zem and Skits, and an extra special shout out to Zem, my favorite Super Mario Sunshine runner. This goes to Zemmy's choice. Do you want me to keep going?
No, you're good. So first off, it's a little hard for me to hear. I didn't hear names. But thank you to everybody who's donating. We love you all, and you're all amazing. And so basically what you just saw there, I charged in midair, and when the charge ends, if you're just mashing square, you can see it right here. The wrench, you just kind of do a cool like wrench swing, and then you can flip out of it. And that's patched on Greatest Hits. So that's why you can see Skits doing it right now, and he got it. That's why you need Black Label to play this game. PS2 is faster because of loads. NTSC is faster because of charge boot speed, and Black Label's faster than Greatest Hits because of, whip jumps, or wrench jumps, I guess they're called in this game.
I call them whip jumps.
Yeah.
And Sam doesn't like it, but it's okay, we can get past this.
We can work out differences.
There's two teams here. There are two teams, but we can get along. We can like intermingle and stuff. There's an after party to this.
Yeah.
Okay? This is the main event, but we'll get to that point.
No, they're lying. Team Skits is better.
I don't know, man. Team Skits is looking like it's on the ropes right now.
Ropes?
You gotta do some comeback.
I'm pretty sure I'm coming back already, man. That was pretty sick Maxar. I'm not gonna lie. Let's get real.
Zem, he says you're a handicap, man. Like, he's just
it's
that
true.
much better.
It's true. I do need it. So for those of you guys who don't know, we are numbers 1 and 2 on the leaderboard for this category. I am currently number 1, and Skits has a 20-second difference in his PB.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of roughs up in the early game. It looks really, really simple when it's done correctly, but there's a lot of just little tiny things, and that's kind of what this game is all about. For those of you who know anything about this series as speed games, Ratchet 1 is kind of a plethora of just really wild and wacky tricks. Ratchet 3 is just going really, really, really fast and not dying. And this game, it's a little bit slower than 3 and has a little bit less tricks than 1. And so a lot of the little nuances just come from knowing when to turn your camera, knowing when to swap weapons, throw on shield. A lot of little tiny things. And so you'll probably see like, I forgot. You'll start to see, some stuff here and there that can equalize this.
Yeah, and he's referring to nuke storage, which of course, the only reason he's referring to that now is because the next planet known as Barlow is, I think, the longest in the run, correct?
It's certainly one of them.
It's one of the longest in the run, and the only reason the only reason for that is you have to do.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Just spawned me in a weird spot.
Sorry, I was surprised too. That's why I stopped talking. But yeah, Barlow is just. You guys are gonna see that it's just basically an autoscaler of a race that you can lose some free time save, unfortunately. If you don't pick up all the power-ups, which we will try to do as fast as possible. A good time for a Barlow race would be considered like 2:14.1.
Yeah. It basically, if you get below a 2:15, you get to maintain your dignity. But if you don't, you basically just have to like quit, I guess. I don't know.
For the Zem and Skits seal of approval, the standards.
Watch me just die over and over in this race now that I've said that. So we get to do some cool movement here.
Yeah, they do have a bad habit of putting the end of the level right at the beginning, but we'll take that because it makes it much easier for.
How'd you get there? Oh, you just got super fast.
It's because of the Maxar thing, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you woke?
Clearly not. All right. Well,
Sorry, just keeping it real over here.
all right. So yeah, basically we just got a couple free minutes if you want to read some more donations.
Okay, we have a $100 donation from our affiliate. The Ratchet and Clank series is my favorite game series of all time, and Killing Commando may be the best one. It's a toss-up between that and Up Your Arsenal. Donation goes to Winner's Choice.
Winner's choice. Winner's okay. Just go home, no donation.
You get nothing. You lose. You get good days. So Willy Wonka reference. Those of you playing at home. Yeah. I'll shut up now. You can keep reading donations, April.
I wasn't sure. We have a $50 anonymous donation. Congrats to Headstrong on an amazing Jak 1 run. Hope to see Jak 2 get some love in HDQ soon. The PlayStation speedrunning community is one of the most welcoming communities I've ever talked to. No good luck to both Zem and Skits on an amazing category. Save the animals. Cad1Nat donates $20. Hey HDQ, third time watching, first time donating. Would like to give a shout out to Zem for being an awesome Ratchet and Clank runner and a fantastic streamer. Good luck with runs today.
Thank you. Say thank you.
Thank you. Because you told me to.
Should I read another one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. $15 from Halfkey. Ratchet and Clank is one of my favorite game series of all time, and they are amazing speedruns. Shoutouts to Zem and Skits for what I'm sure will be an incredible race. Money goes to the boss levels 2-player 1-controller. I would like an egg roll.
So tiny time save that Skits just had over me. I missed a boost on the first lap, and so I had to collect an extra boost, and so that lost me about 0.4 seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot at all, and it's not.
but we get insanely frustrated over it. This is like not the best time for us.
Yeah, this race is dumb.
But it's almost over.
It's almost over, and then we get to have the worst part of the entire game.
As if it could get any worse.
So this game, we are blessed of having the only frame-perfect trick in the entire Ratchet series in this category. It is 60 frames per second, so you got a 1 in 60th of a second time window, I guess is what you would say. So we gotta hit it. Okay, that's fine, Ratchet. Just do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want, dude. It's okay.
Well, if you're inviting him to.
All right. Yo.
Ooh.
Yo!
Oh!
Oh my god! It's so crazy. It's fancy.
Oh, and then the loads.
Oh,
and then the loads.
And then the loads.
I'm just saying.
And
shenanigans.
I get a free
shenanigans.
Let's go, dude. All right. So this is the trick right here. We're gonna pause and restart as the nuke explodes. Like a frame too early. Oh, whoops. Oh, that wasn't it. All right, there we go. Got it.
Oh, there's one left.
The one. Where is he? Yeah, every now and then. Okay, so basically to explain that a little bit more in depth, if you pause on the exact same frame the nuke explodes, you restart the mission. The game is tricked into thinking that you restarted it properly, so it gives you a fresh nuke in your inventory, but the nuke that you already fired continues to explode, wiping out the first wave, or in Skits' case, wiping out all but one enemy, which is kind of tilting. Alright, so I'm going for the YOLO strat here. Okay.
All right,
that's not it.
Well, it's okay because these loads are just amazing. So.
All right, and then you get to do a cool wrench climb here.
Good day.
I got stupid wrench.
And by the way, when he says stupid wrench, he means what he means is you're not completing your double jump, but you're still gaining height because it's like half of the jump has been like registered, I guess.
Yeah, normally when you're doing the shoots, you hear. But if you get stupid wrench, it's.
No,
big difference. Big difference.
I thought it was.
Really, any cavalcade of noises you so choose. Oh, come on, dude. All right, I'll do the no special strat.
Oh no. Nice. That's actually a little bit harder than it looks.
That was a cute little recovery right there.
Yeah.
All right, so Siberius is fun. If you go too fast on this planet, you can crash the game. So I was considering if I wanted to try to go too fast and seeing what happens, but I like winning, so I'm not going to do that.
Oh, so it's in the back now.
Oh, it's over, dude.
It's over, man. It's
Zero
over.
chances. There's nothing else hard in this game. It's all free. Okay, that's fine. So this train sequence, this is where it can crash. If I go too fast, it crashes. If I don't go fast enough, I miss what's called the God cycle.
Well, he calls it the God cycle. We have a little back and forth about that.
I have a very inflated sense of self.
I couldn't have said it any better.
Got it. Alright, so I'm going to wait about a second here, just so the game doesn't crash. So now if it crashes, I'm going to be doing hot. Okay, that's crash point number 1.
Oh.
Crash point number 2. Alright, no crash. Cool. So yeah, the train sequence can be a little bit dumb, just because the angles that... So what I meant to say when I said there's a little bit less movement options than Ratchet 3, oftentimes what happens, a lot of it comes from the fact that in this game, when you're charging forward, you can't manipulate...
He didn't die. Sorry.
What? Oh,
he didn't want to die.
He
didn't want to die.
He didn't want to do it. You can't manipulate your path, so you have to go in a straight line for a little bit. And so with the way the trains bend and the way that Ratchet moves in a steady line, it can be really, really tough if the train just kind of sneaks around on you. Oh, come on. So this planet's really cool. It's got a lot of really sick movement.
Yeah, because you game microphone, this guy say shout out to the Rickster.
Yo!
Oh, yeah,
Ricky,
for sure, absolutely.
Original couch.
One of the, oh my god, like he's just done so much for this community, and he couldn't be here. Oh, dude. He couldn't be here, which is a shame because, you know, lives in Europe and that's a little bit expensive. But he is one of our best friends on this planet, and he has done so much for this game and the Ratchet community, so.
Interesting.
It's okay, dude, you got this.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just taking a bath. There we go.
So here, you're normally supposed to collect 10 like crystal things to repair your ship because it's busted. But there's a specials menu that allows you to go to different planets. So going to Barlow, which is where the race was, and then exiting the race and going to your ship is faster than collecting the 10 crystals. So that's what we do.
Also, we love Barlow so much that we just had to come back.
Yeah.
We just had to.
It's just so fun, man. I want to do the race again.
Yeah, there's a lot of funosity. The fun levels are just too high.
A little bit of cute movement right there. And then on to Dabo, which is my personal kryptonite, so this is where you start to make the run back right here. I'm trying to think if there's anything like really new or interesting on Dabo. Oh, actually, we are going to use the turrets for the first time, which is pretty cool. There's 5 weapons that we use throughout this run, 3 of which are actually useful, and 2 of them we use like once. So this will be the first instance of using turret.
Yeah, and in first person, using the turret like instant clips you for some reason. Like you'll see us use. I guess not in NG Plus, right? Like we always just clip and this is the fastest clip. But if in G categories,
cool.
you can't use first person, so because you unlock it in New Game Plus.
Yeah.
So you have to use the decoy to clip through walls, which of course is very useful in the Ratchet & Clank series.
So this part's pretty cool. What you're supposed to do normally, you have to buy some sort of stupid glider thing, and that takes a long time and is really slow, so we just go out of bounds. And so what we have to do to compensate, the checkpoint doesn't load normally, so after I complete this auto-scroller puzzle, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to throw myself in the goop, activate the continue point, and then the warp pad just loads up, just like that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cute. And then you have to spend 10,000 bolts because this game had bolt stipulations for no real reason.
It's a luxury tax.
You had the gall to play this game. You must now pay. So let's see how Skits does with this. And nice. That clip is actually a lot harder than it looks. So good on you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, anytime, man. I gotcha.
Friendship prevails.
So we have a cool trick here where you shoot a nuke. It looked like I shot the nuke in a nonsense, like random spot. But if you shoot the nuke at the rotating panes of glass, if you hit the glass, it destroys all the turrets but one, which is the fastest you can get. So I got a 1 drop.
And The glass survived as well, so you won't get fined for that. That's the last thing I want to pull out. Which is good, because we already went through that luxury tax. We really don't want to spend any more money. We gotta invest now.
Oh, come on, dude. I always die on this planet in every single run. It's just without fail. One of these days.
That's just enough RNG, right?
Yeah, just RNG manipulating.
Yeah, as we know, there's just so much RNG in this game.
So, I think this planet has the best music in the game. It's just so cool.
You jumped in fast, man.
No,
My bad, boy.
Of course, I died at the beginning, or else it's going back to the beginning. Let me just do a cute little jump here. So this is where the New Game Plus run, the normal one, with IMG begins, is heading to this planet. So I guess we're 2/3 of the way done.
Yeah.
At least
rolling. We're rolling.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just making you feel better. Teams get support Teams down. They're the official sponsor of Teams down. Someone's got sponsored.
So yeah, this is a pretty cool. You're gonna see a route difference here. I'm gonna do the cool kid YOLO route, and Skitz is gonna do
what are you gonna call it, huh? Not the cool kid, the lame kid,
the lame boy,
the dumb kid,
baby diaper route. So that's the that's the cool kid route, and then we just go through this building, and then we're done with the planet. That's pretty cool. And then this part is this planet's just really. It can be a lot. So
It is.
To my knowledge, there's 2 different spots in this level where the game can crash. That's a pretty it's a pretty consistent theme of, oh, just do this thing to avoid the game crashing. So there's 2 spots here, but for now we just have a cute little Clank section. So, Cake, if you want to read some more donations, you're more than welcome to.
Caught me in the middle of taking a drink. Darth Ted donates $50. Hey all, let's beat cancer. I feel bad that the loser doesn't get any rewards, so $50 to loser's choice. Did I get a single clap from the crowd?
Good job, Zam. Good job.
It's okay, dude. It's all a ruse. I'm going to crash the game. Don't worry.
We have an anonymous $100 donation. Ratchet and Clank brings back some good memories. Put 50 for winner's choice and 50 to Dark Souls 3 Prince's Glitch Exhibition.
Dude, all this winner and loser business. Friendship prevails, okay?
Yeah, for real.
Friendship prevails. Do you see this hat? Friendship hat. And it will conquer any victory.
That's why if I win, my donations go to Skits. All of them. It's like, but it's for a charity. Nah, it's just not. Though.
Just me. The Skits Foundation.
You got time for 1 or 2 more if you'd like. Oh.
Okay. We have a $25 donation. Ratchet and Clank 2 is one of my favorites, hands down. Thanks for running it. I love the friendly rivalry, so the raise the stakes money goes to winner's choice. Michael Spears donates $50. Every time that stressed me out as a kid, you guys are just losing games. Love to see some competition. Good luck, guys.
Alright, so now we're done with the Clank section here. This part is a little tricky. I can die pretty easily here. I did not. Okay, cool. So what happens there, you have the charge over that platform, but sometimes you just bonk on the platform and die, and it's really humiliating and makes you feel like an idiot. So, and here's crash spot number 1. Okay, I didn't crash. You climb up this box, and we do some more wall climbing. I skipped a cutscene there that allows you to get the final wrench, but we don't need it anyway, because we don't use the wrench at all. Except for whip jumps, I guess. And then this spot looks really cool. We're doing an out of bounds here, and we're gonna continue to go out of bounds a little bit more. We're back in bounds technically, and then we go back, go underneath. I don't know if you're supposed to do this part casually. I only know how to do this in like, the speedrunning way.
Our casual senses have just vanished.
Okay, and I avoided crash number 2. So crash number 2 there is if you are swapping weapons, sometimes the game just lags, like a lot. And if you enter the ship as the weapon is still loading from the lag, the game just freaks out and doesn't know what to do, so. There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Barely making that.
We got another cute little space fight here. I keep calling everything cute. Why is this game so cute, man?
Because we have dolls in front of the TV. They can't see them.
Oh, it's true. You guys can't see it. We got some cute. Okay, I'm gonna
Shout out to Dax. By the way, my Dax
word.
got us these dolls, and he's such a G. And Dax Smith was amazing. And if you don't know what that is, then come to a GDQ and see for yourself.
Yeah.
It is so much fun.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
All right, I'll show off mine now that I've got a chance.
Yeah, next time.
They're adorable. I got my Ratchet and my Perilous Peanut over here. That's a dumb inside joke.
It was bound to happen. I
Yeah.
can't believe we made it this far.
Yeah, there can't be a Ratchet run without a dumb inside joke somewhere. All right, cool. This planet, okay, so this actually has our first boss encounter of the entire game. I don't remember how many boss fights there are in this game, but I don't know. I know for a fact we skipped the one in Uzla. I don't know where else we skip any.
Siberia's. Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's I guess that's technically a boss fight. It's just like it goes by so fast.
Yeah,
it's like,
true.
what? So a lot of you might remember this fight casually because it was a nightmare and took like 20 minutes. Even in a speed sense, we have no strats on how to kill this guy fast other than this. So we're using the Black Sheepinator. We have loaded the boss, but not the actual fight itself. So the boss textures are here. We're going to turn the boss into a sheep. We're going to destroy the sheep, and then we're going to trigger the cutscene to activate the boss fight, and the boss is just going to explode. It's really, I don't even know why this works. So we just got to wait here. And this is marginally faster than any other strat we could possibly do.
You wouldn't really make a good farmer, man. Just killing sheep left and right. Especially giant robot sheep.
Dude, I don't gotta be a good farmer because I'm farming, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm farming you, but that's not really funny. Okay, so I destroyed the sheep. Farming them 3 race victories, I guess. I had to redeem it a little bit. So there goes the boss explodes. And then we just leave. It's pretty cool. So this actually, Smolk has a pretty notorious part of the run with the rail. The rail is a total run killer. I'm gonna go for triple charge just because I've got the luck to do it right now. But basically what you have to do is you have to climb a rail backwards, and because you don't have the grind boots, normally you'd use the boots to go up and down the rail. Well, more specifically down the rail. You can't go up it with the grind boots. But we don't have the boots at all, so we can just do a cool little charge up it.
Don't need them. They're nice and all, but I mean, these charge boots they fetch a pretty penny, so. And they're highly fashionable, just like our hat. Fashion.
Okay, I didn't die there. I've been dying there all day today, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, there's some cool little thing going on right up here.
Yeah, sick nasty if you can get it.
Okay, never mind, I failed. I'm sorry everyone, I let you all down.
Sick, not nasty. So
sick, not nasty, very gross.
And meanwhile, the sheep has already been created over here. Alright, admiring the board.
So, we got charge number 1, charge number 2, and charge number 3. Oh, very close. Yeah, even if you fall off, if you're close enough, you can trigger the loading sequence from below. So I'm just going to do double charge now that I messed that up. Double charge is pretty free.
Yeah. Well, speak for yourself, but yeah, I mean, it is free.
1, got dragon. Grab the book for a second.
That's okay.
Alright, and then a cute, a tiny little mini charge right at the end.
Yeah.
And then we load the game. Adorable. Here. Yeah, so that's all. So we've got 2 more planets left. And one of them is really, really short. One of them is hard. So this is the short one. And most of the time saved on this planet is determined by a random load. So you either, there's 2 loads. You either get the fast load, and it's about 10 seconds, or you get the long load, 14. And it's really annoying when you're on TV pace, and then you get the long load. And your dreams are shattered before your eyes. I think I got fast load there. And then we just wrench climb up here, and the end of the level is right here. So we're just gonna charge there, and that's pretty cool. Get it? Cool.
Pretty neat. I didn't get it until you said it, but thank you.
I'm too cerebral, I know. Okay, so we're done with that. And then on to Yeatle. Yeatle has a lot of weird, tricky spots to it. But the majority of it is just going to be playing with out of bounds. And you're going to see it right off the bat. We're just going to do a whip jump onto a set of rocks. And there's some really cool movement if I can execute it well. So let's see here. Step 1. hard ones coming up right here. I messed it up. All right, that's fine.
Was it the last bit?
Yeah, it was the last bit.
Yeah, it's a very volatile planet, Yeetle. Like, when you grind the IL, it's actually, it seems like it's going to be easy, but once you've gone through the whole run, like, you have to be warm to Yeetle, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
It's its own beast. Like, you can see what's going on. It's just a
There we go.
cascade of crazy stuff going on.
Here we go. Alright, so that's exterior, here's interior. Here. Now this jump is, I guess, random. I don't know, it's not really random actually, I shouldn't say that. It's just really precise. Okay, if the game can eat your wrench jump there and then you just die, and it's really stupid. And then you lose BB and cry a lot.
Yeah. In my case, that's
Alright, so I'm coming up on time. And 3, 2, 1, time.
Nice one.
Alright, so I'll see if Skits can get it.
Yep, anything can happen here.
Anything can happen.
You can't see the wall, but it's there.
Yeah, so what happens is your wrench jump gets eaten by an invisible wall. So if he avoids it, he got it. Awesome.
Nice.
Good
All
stuff.
right, nice. Kind of brought it back. That was a pretty rocky start, but good range nonetheless.
Yeah.
And of course, as soon as this guy is dead, this big furry guy. And time.
Okay. Go.
Nice. Clap louder. Louder.
So, quick thing, the reason I said Skits is close is because we always time with SDA instead of RTA. So we start on first input. So Skits just barely missed the sub 30. He got a 30 flat.
No.
And
Wait. What about the long load? I got long load. That's 29.59.
There you go.
Yes,
Let's go, dude.
I got long load.
All right.
That's right.
We're basically
I'll take
cheaters.
anything I can get. I'll take anything I can get.
All right, so that's really all we got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout outs to the entire Ratchet community. Y'all are awesome. Shout outs to all you lovely folks here.
Absolutely.
Y'all enjoy the run.
Shout outs to this whole event. Like, this is such a huge thing for us, and we love being here, and thank you for everyone who supports it. I love being here, and I know everyone in this audience loves being here as well, so thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Julia, and anybody else got a shout out? All right, I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
cool.
so much.
Woo! Woo!
Up next, we'll actually have an interview with these two runners. Zem and Skits, the runners of Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. And I'm signing off and switching over to Proto Magical Girl, your next host.
Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2017. I'll be your host for these next two runs, Proto Magical Girl. Up next, we have Kirby Superstar Race 100% with Countdown 42, Used Pizza, Zonky, and Suzuri Bako after an interview with our Ratchet and Clank runners. have a $25 donation from Slisk. Always great to watch Ratchet and Clank games run. It was thanks to watching Zem that I got an interest in speedrunning myself and made me try my hand at Up Your Arsenal. And some sacrifices are necessary for the greater good, so kill the Protopets and its friends, the animals, for the glory of the frames. We have an anonymous $100 donation that says, Ratchet and Clank bring back some good memories. Put 50 for Winner's Choice and 50 to Dark Souls 3 Prince's Glitch. We have a $100 donation from Metal Storm. I love to see my favorite childhood on AGD. All the run people behind the scenes, and of course, all of the awesome guys that donated. Good luck, guys, and greetings from Austria. We have a $35 donation from David224. I look forward to GDQ marathons all year long. They've gotten me through some tough times. Thank you to all the runners and everyone involved in these wonderful events. Save the animals. Alright, now we are going to throw over to an interview with the runners of Ratchet and Clank Going Commando.
Hello everyone, welcome back to AGD 2017. I'm Spike Vegeta and I am joined by the two last runners you guys just saw, Zem and Skits. Boys, I'm going to take it right off with a Twitter question right here from Maxie. Why are you both so awesome?
Well, in my case, when I was born, my mommy dipped me in sugar, so...
Oh.
That's
Well,
really the long and the short.
I'm glad she loves you, hey.
Well, mine dropped me, so... a little different, but... Hey, we both turned out awesome.
It's amazing how you can both get to the
we
same
both turned
thing.
out awesome, so...
All right, that's the end of AGDQ 2017. All right, sorry to mothers out there. Okay. On a serious note, I do want to ask you guys, you know, obviously there's a certain amount of, I guess I can just call it production value for you guys when you do your marathon runs. Obviously, everybody's rocking the different shirts. Yeah, J-Hop's over there in the referee outfit. No, you know, is that, when you guys come into your marathon runs, do you guys have, what are your goals, I guess, when you're starting it out?
You want to take this one? Sure. I guess, like, going into this marathon, I just wanted to, like, be entertained. I want people to know that I'm having fun with it. Like, like, this is something that, you know, a lot of people just prepare for and they work hard at. Like, they put so many hours into this. So I want people to know how much, like, I want to just have fun out there. I don't, like, it didn't really matter too much what time I got. Like, you know, obviously we have both made mistakes here and there.
Sure.
But that's not, you know, that's not the main concern to me. I just want to make sure that, you know, we have a good, fun atmosphere. And it was just high energy. We always bring that as last year, for example.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and in my case, I mean, this being my second run, a lot of what was going on in my head was that I already had a run that was serious and we gave, you know, any precise commentary. We tried our best to make people understand exactly what's going on. This time around, you know, you know, we've already done that. This is more of our victory lap sort of thing.
Which is funny because people, a lot of times I see runners kind of have the opposite feel that the first time, oh, it's a solo run, it's kind of fun. If it's a race, it is serious time. Like, I want to make sure I beat the other guy. I mean, do you guys race these games all the time?
No.
If we do, it's Reset City.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's actually like one of the big memes is like it's only a race once most people get past a certain planet. If people have garbage time at the beginning, it's like, all right, just throw it away.
We're good. Over. Then, talking to you particularly, you did most of the commentary for this, which is generally not the structure of a lot of races. Do you personally feel just more comfortable talking while you're running?
Yeah, so in my case, I mean, I know this has been the same for you, but you know, we're both stage performers. Those of you who don't know, Spike did a lot of theater.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And,
he did opera.
Yeah, I do opera. So it's like this is kind of like my natural environment, and I play best when I'm not thinking.
Sure.
And so a lot of me
kind of
thinking
let the muscle memory take over.
exactly. Yeah, it's just because there's two ways to approach it. You can either focus on everything, or you can just focus on nothing and let your body do the rest.
Absolutely.
And so in my, for me, it's like I'm just trying to get my mind off of the game itself. I already know what I'm doing. Like I don't need to focus on what it is I have to do. Like oh my god, this and then this.
Sure.
Until like the very end, where it was just like a hard plan. I'm like, okay, let me break this down step by step.
Right. I want to kick this over to both you guys. Skits, we'll talk with you.
Sure.
Why Ratchet and Clank series for speedrunning? What drew you to this?
I got to be honest. In August, I was like lost because I just started playing Paper Mario, and I thought that was going to be the game. But like when I just was searching for something, I remembered in my past that Ratchet and Clank had this like nice platforming. Like I'm referring to the first one, but the original trilogy, I played all three of those games, and they all were very similar in that they had like really intense platforming, fast movement, and I didn't even know about the glitches. Like I had no idea. And then, but they all just worked. So like, the more I investigated, the more I wanted to continue to learn and practice and play because it's just fun and it's fast and it's exciting.
For you, Zem?
Yeah. So. I don't know, speedrunning is one of those things that just kind of always made sense to me. I've always been the kind of kid who would be like, oh my god, guys, we have to go this way because it's like the most optimal, like, I did the calculations. And so like, that's kind of been my jam my whole life. And I think I started back in like 2008, 2009, just doing like Meat Boy ILs.
Oh, wow.
It was just like a lot of people don't know that.
I didn't even know that. I love learning people's random origins in speedrunning.
And so, I mean, at that point, I love being the best. As anybody who's in the community knows, like, I hate being anything less than first place. And so, when I first started out, I was like, all right, what game is a free world record?
I am sorry to ever
and now look.
And so I did a lot of research, and then I found like a run on Speed Demos Archive, and I was like, okay, this is really cool, but like I think I can do better. And so then you just start researching. This is back in like 2012 maybe.
Sure.
You start researching, start putting together runs. People start noticing, and then they also are like, oh, I found this, and that's how communities are formed.
Right.
So I mean, that's kind of why it drew me to those games, because I also just loved them as a kid. They're just fun games.
Yeah, I've always had the opinion because I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game. I think just I'm sorry. I need to play it at some point. Somewhere Jay Hobbs is like rolling in his grave.
He's dead now.
He's already gone.
But I feel like it's one of just the most well-balanced game, both Rack 2, Ouya included, I'm sure other games as well, where it's got such a great balance of there are glitches, but like crazy movement all over the place, cool boss strategies. One of the most just well-balanced set of speed games out there. So if I'm wanting to get into speeding a Ratchet game, which game and category would you tell me to start with?
Sam's probably gonna disagree.
We'll have differing opinions.
Yeah,
sure,
Sam's gonna disagree.
Yeah.
I learned Rack 1 first, and it just, for me, it became like really fluid, and I just, like, it's a really good structured game for getting used to the neutrals, getting used to how chain, like, lag jumps together, like that kind of movement technique. I think Rack 1 is really good for that, because you can't really, like, depend on the charge boots. Once you get the charge boots, you already know how neutrals work. Like, so it's just a matter of holding on at that point. And you know what you can do out of them because you're used to stringing those types of movement together.
Sure.
So it's like, a lot of it depends on your own ability. You can't just like, oh, I lost my momentum, charge again. Like you're so used to having to reserve your momentum and maintain it.
Right.
Yeah. For me, in my opinion, there's two kinds of ways you can approach this. If you want to learn a Ratchet game that's beginner friendly, you can get your feet wet and then decide if you like it. I would say probably Rack 2 NG Plus with the IMG glitch, because it's like a 10-minute category.
Sure.
And so you can just crank out run after you learn all the tricks.
Kind of gives you a bite-sized version of what you guys just showed off.
But the way that I did it, and this is the way that I recommend the tryhards do it, is that learn Ouya NG Plus first, because if you learn that category, you'll never have problems learning any category ever again.
To clarify, when he says we're talking about Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know if we can say that here, but Ratchet and Clank 3 New Game Plus.
Yeah.
Which is what you ran at AGDQ last year, correct?
Exactly a year ago. Yep.
And still hold record in?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
For the time being.
Yeah.
I want to kick it over for just a few more Twitter questions before we pimp out a few prizes coming up. Again, we are setting up for the 4-way Kirby Superstar race. We got 2 representatives from the U.S., 2 from Japan. It's going to be a super hype race.
That is
Go ahead and get the next question up here. Show it off. From John Rettenmeyer. Will we see a run of the newest Ratchet and Clank at a GDQ? And let's kind of twist this. Obviously, you guys don't know.
Yeah.
But do you think it's got some merit to it to be shown off?
Yes. The issue right now is that the runners who are really, really, really good are either Japanese, Australian, or Finnish.
Oh,
and
wow.
so, and a lot of them are also pretty young.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna say.
the hardest part is going to be
Getting one over here.
somebody who can get here and then also keep up with all these Titanic runners. They're so good at Ratchet. Like it has a lot of really cool tech, and it's a pretty nice restyling of Ratchet 1, and it's different.
For
It's
sure.
Different. What do you think?
I agree completely. Like the Future Series hasn't really seen any representation here, so you know whether it'll actually come to GDQ it remains to be seen. But it definitely offers something completely different from the original trilogy. That's its own beast. That's why like those 3 games you got to see them at GDQ, so you understand more of what I'm talking about. But in the Future Series, there's just completely different tech in that game.
Sure.
Like for example, I think Tools of Destruction has that like electric whip cancel.
Yeah, it has like a really wacky way to just fly across the
Yeah.
map.
Wow, okay.
There's
So
some cool
completely
stuff.
different. Yeah.
Sure. Just different, like you're saying. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys help out the games committee just a little bit. It'll be a light suggestion. What would be the next Ratchet & Clank category that you guys would like to see in the GDQ?
You want to go first?
I think we actually might agree on this one. I'm gonna say Ratchet & Clank 3 all titanium bolts. That would be my preferred category.
Is that like the 100% of
Because
swords?
It's more like the all worlds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It really is. It shows off just all the like ways of getting these bolts fast, and the movement is so intense and high paced, and it's really exciting to watch.
I think, yeah, again, like I keep diverging, but I think there's 2 possible routes here. If you want to get a little bit more of a taste of what's already been seen, then the OG trilogy, all bolts, one of the special bolts categories, because there's so much crazy meaty stuff in there. Or if you want to go the other route, Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus New Game Plus, or Ratchet & Clank PS4 New Game Plus.
All right. Games committee, you heard them. All right, we got some suggestions for you. So, all right. Let's go ahead and get on to our next question right here. We have got, load up the next one. From Will Q, are there any games that you are interested in running that you don't run already?
Actually, for those who don't know, I took a semester in Japan, and while I was there, gobbling up all those games. I'm talking Link to the Past, Super Mario RPG.
All right.
So, I can't guarantee that I'm going to run those games, but of course, the interest is there.
No, absolutely.
So,
Amazing speed games you got right there.
it's-
SNES has a lot of good stuff.
I highly recommend like people just go out and buy games that they think they might be interested in and just investigate, because especially the older games tend to be cheaper.
Sure.
Because I'd spent like $30 on Link to the Past, Super Mario RPG, and a couple other Japanese games.
Yeah, if anyone ever tries to charge you more than like $10 for a Japanese cart of one of those games, like you're getting ripped off. Just throwing that out there. There's a million of them.
Yeah.
For you, Zem?
For me, I actually have a new goal for 2017. I made a really dumb bet with a couple different people for way more money than I should have put on it, that I would be a top 10 SMS any percent.
Yo, I love it, dude. You're bringing it back.
Yeah.
I was afraid you just left it, dude.
No, dude, I'm coming back. So SMS Super Mario Sunshine. I hope you guys saw the 4-way race. It was amazing.
Nuts.
So yeah, I
top 10, man. Is that top 10 sub 117 at this point?
It's like low 116.
Is it? Wow.
It's gonna be 115 by the end of this year.
Sure.
For
That's
sure.
Super Mario Sunshine, one of my favorite speed games. So that's awesome. You're going to be getting into it.
Yeah.
So I look forward to it. Go ahead and get our next question up real quick. Here's one from Danthar. Trifecta Hundo when?
No. No.
Yeah, no, next question.
I sat for like 17 hours before I did a 602 that lasted 29 hours. I do think more communities, I've talked to you about this before, should do a 602 of sorts.
Yeah.
Right.
Which for anyone who doesn't know, that's like the 3D Mario challenge where you get all the stars in 4 different Mario games.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's an equivalent of that for Ratchet and Clank?
We're currently working out the kinks. And I say we, but it's not really we. It's like a bunch of people are trying to push for like certain categories to become a real thing.
Right.
The issue with Ratchet and Clank is that there's no counter for 100%.
Right.
So it's completely arbitrary on how we define what 100% is. And right now for Ratchet 1, no one agrees.
Okay.
So we're trying to come up with a compromise category.
Sure.
Maybe, like, I don't know, there's some ideas being
Like all
thrown out.
check marks,
But
or-
it's not a matter of length, it's more just a matter of definition.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get one more question up for you guys right here. We've got from our very own AGDQ Boo, because he's never going to go away. When did you first discover speedrunning?
Would you like to go first, or should I?
I'll go first. That's all right. I vaguely remember watching SGDQ 2013, but it was just a passerby thing because I was just in the like infancy stages of Twitch. I didn't even create an account at that point.
Sure.
But it wasn't until HGDQ 2015 where I saw ZFG's 100% Zelda run, and I was like, whoa. when I saw that, I was like, casual gaming is kind of just like I just was gradually losing interest. I was like, I love video games, so I want to play video games. So how can I add goals and, you know, like an incentive to keep playing? And the replay value is just infinite with speedrunning.
You can go a long time on one video game.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I already like sort of answered this. Like,
Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy. I mean, that wasn't really when I got into the community though. My first, you know, time getting into the community was, I think it was maybe HDQ 2012 or 2013. You know, really early on. There was an MST run done, and it blew my mind. It was so cool to watch. Ocarina of Time, Medallion Stone's Trials, for anybody who doesn't know what that is. And so I just started seeking out MST runners. Shout outs to Poodle Skirt. He's super old school.
Dude, he's back.
He's back.
He popped into my chat like a few months ago. I went, what?
Yeah, he's a homie.
He says, you're pretty cool. I went, oh my God.
Yeah. And so I loved watching his stream, and that's what kind of inspired me to make my Twitch account in the first place.
Oh, wow.
And so, like, MST will always hold a special place in my heart.
That's still the best Ocarina of Time category of all time. Such a good balance.
I need to see the light then.
Yeah, people keep saying 100%. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Oh, well.
Guys, I want to thank both of you for joining us. Amazing race, amazing commentary, great energy up there. I want to talk a little bit real quick. I'm going to talk about some prizes we got coming up, guys. Again, Kirby Superstar coming up right now, 4-way race. 2 representatives from the USA. We got UC and Countdown. 2 representatives from Japan. We got ZZZ Honky. Yeah. I love saying that. And Suzuri. Going to be an absolutely amazing race. You're going to have an almost Olympic-style head-to-head battle right there. I want to, go ahead and get zoomed in right there. If you donate during Kirby Superstar, you also check exactly what the donation, the minimum amount is, but we've got literally every power-up known to man. These were donated by Saxon, so thank you very much to her. Lots of great pins right there. We've also got Kirby and a bunch of his little buddies right there, or enemies. DDD's an enemy, right? Yeah, Meta Knight. Yeah, they're rivals. It is what it is. They're cool, though. They're cute, all of them. And also, rip chat, because from Wolsk, we have got Cat Bag. If you guys donate during Not Another Needle Game coming up right after Kirby Superstar, you're going to get this. Well, you'll be in the drawing to possibly get this. But, yeah, this is awesome. I want to thank all you guys for donating. We just went over $850,000.
Nice.
Still on record pace. And I'm going to throw out a challenge to you guys right now, because I think you guys can do this. Last night during Link to the Past, we raised over $50,000, and that was like an hour-and-a-half run.
That's
We've got 3 absolutely sick runs coming up. Kirby Superstar 4-way, Not Another Needle Game, and then my personal favorite of the marathon, the DKC Trilogy Relay. $150,000 in the next 3 runs. I want $1 million by the end of DKC Trilogy tonight at midnight. Let's do it! Woo! Send you back over to AGDQ 2017. Thank you, boys.
All right, we have a $250 donation from Bayonet. So here we are watching Kirby Superstar. This time it's a 4-way race, and I've been looking forward to it for days. I spent so many hours of my childhood on it, and I just love it being run. It's my favorite one of this AGDQ. Also, Spike, to answer your question, the minimum bid for that 27 power pin set is $10, and I really want it, so I might have to get in on this. Have a $111.11 donation from Destroy2777. Just a shout out to all the runners who make this event possible, the mods who have worked hard to make the chat stable, and to everyone fighting the good fight against cancer. Let's put $100 towards the Dark Souls 3 glitch exhibition for all the deaths it put us through. We ought to see the game die at least a little in turn. And $11.11 for Robbie Rotten as the character name. With his actor battling pancreatic cancer, let's do our best to make sure he really is #1 in the end. Have a $20 donation from June Wilson. Used finally. Good luck, DP. All right, now we are going to head over to our Kirby Superstar 100% 4-way race. Are you guys ready? All right, let's get this going.
Alright, what's up?
Hey everybody.
I'm TvT.
I'm Andy.
This is Andy. And nobody else has microphone. So it's all us. We're chilling, waiting to start. Are we counting you down? Good? Alright. Everybody ready? On go. Alright, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is Kirby Superstar 100%. It is a very fun game. It's pretty physically and mentally taxing, and there's a lot of action right off the start. At the start here, there's going to do something what's called a mix, and we're going to wait and see how that goes. All right, so it looks like Countdown and ZZ Honky both got the jet mix. That's pretty much what you want. It's a four-frame input, and what a mix is you basically eat 2 enemies, and you, like I said, it's all timing based, and you're trying to get a certain power up as you do it.
Yeah, when you eat 2 enemies, it starts sort of a roulette, and depending upon what 2 enemies, it starts in a different spot. But they know where Jet is, so they have a good timing for it.
So what you're going to see on Countdown screen right here is he's going to one-hit kill this boss. And you're going to see that a few times in this run. Basically, if you charge Jet all the way and bounce up, you will kill most of the mini-bosses in 1 hit.
Yeah, you can store a Jet charge by either shielding when it's fully charged or jumping, I think. You'll also see them doing that to skip some mini bosses, not just one shot killing them. And we'll see that pretty soon.
Yeah, one of the amazing things about Kirby Superstar is all the power-ups all have a lot more depth than you would expect in terms of casually playing and through the speedrun. Looks like use